the Krieg Nova Leech build. I'll just load in here and we get this going. Apologies for the weird looking kind of setup. It's brand new together today. Alright, well we'll start off with the setup for the skills. This is like mainly Hellborn, as you're gonna see. This is like a crowd control slash AoE. It's using the Flame of the Firehawk shield. In this case, it's the inflammable, which is kind of useless. I don't know why I have that, to be honest. I just realized it says grants immunity to burn. I don't want that, which explains why I'm not burning for as long. But anyway, so I'll start with Bloodlust. So I'm using blood-filled guns and blood twitch. This is just to have a super high magazine when you stack with Bloodlust. So the higher Bloodlust, the more magazine you get, and the faster you swap weapons. Honestly, you don't need that, but I didn't want any of these. Like anything that goes off heavy or melee, I didn't want to touch it. So these, I mean, I guess you could have gone with assault rifle damage if you find like if you like using assault rifles. There's a little bit of assault rifle damage per stack of Bloodlust, but yeah, I don't use it. I use pistols and SMGs. That's the best thing for me. But anyway, blood-filled guns, blood twitch. I put 5 in bloodbath, so killing an enemy with a grenade or any explosion increases your weapon damage. That's awful nice as well. And enemies killed have a greater chance to drop grenade ammo. And this happens almost all the time. And I'm running a grenade that actually regenerates over time as well. That's really good for building bloodlust stacks. So this comes into play all of the time. This one's boiling blood, so it increases the time before your stacks start to decay by like 2.5 seconds. Yeah, 2.5 seconds. It's nice. If you don't have this, you're just going to be draining stacks way too fast. We have nervous blood, which is a kill skill, so killing an enemy increases your reload. This is awesome. This is a really awesome one. And then, of course, Blood Explosion. This one is unique because any overkill damage is also added into the Elemental Nova, caused by an Elemental Nova, aka the shield, I believe. So it counts for that as well. So it's pretty sweet. Mania, I didn't go much into that. I only put a little bit in to get some health and feed the meat. And to, I think, just what? Yeah, see, it also makes your delay for your shield higher. And I also have Embrace the Pain, which gives you fire rate and then shield recharge delay. And then a little bit of 90% health returns from overkill damage. So that means, like, anytime I kill an enemy, any extra damage it took to kill the guy it didn't use will give me health. That's a pretty solid setup. For Hellborn, you have Burn Baby Burn and Fuel of Fire. Kind of combine these two. One's a kill skill, one's not. This one just gives you the 70% burn damage and the 150% chance for an additional on-set bonus. Or on-fire bonus, sorry. As long as like 70% for self-ignite chance. Which is what you're constantly doing. Whenever you're burning an enemy, you're getting more burn damage, you're getting additional fire damage per second on that target, and you're getting a higher chance to burn yourself to further increase that stats with other skills. Like Kill the Fire, killing an enemy increases your chances of causing elemental effects. This works with anything, but it works really well with fire weapons, obviously, with this setup. So I have 440% elemental effect chance, which is pretty crazy. Honestly, really crazy. But I got +6 into it. Then I have a little bit for Pain is Power. That's just for that 10% weapon damage, as you see there. It lowers your crit. You don't have to worry about that. But you get the 20% on fire bonus as well. So I used to have this too in Salt the Wound, but I don't use the shotgun anymore, and that was not worth it for me. So it's in Pain is Power. We also have Numb Nerves, so all damage received is reduced when you're on fire. I'm almost always on fire. Almost always. So that's 50% damage reduction. That's like super useful, especially for this setup. We have Elemental Elation. So while elemental status affects damage is being done to enemies, which I always have it doing to enemies, you gain stacks of Elemental Elation. You'll see it at the bottom and like kind of go up. You get fire rate, magazine size is increased for each stack. So that kind of plays in with Bloodlust a little bit. Just more magazine. And as you see, it's 10% per stack. So I'll usually get, I'd say what, like say I have a weapon with like 100 rounds in it. It usually goes to about 250, if not more. Like it gets pretty crazy. It gets pretty crazy, and this stacks to 20. So as long as you're doing damage, you always have this up. It takes a good while for it to fully go away. I'm pairing this this one with delusional damage. So all elemental status effects, like if you inflict, whether it's from your weapon, from your shield, any of that stuff, has a chance to light yourself on fire. I didn't used to use this. I'm gonna try it. I just added this shortly before making this here, but we're gonna give that a whirl. I just fear like I didn't have enough chance to light myself on fire, so we're gonna run that. What's it say at the bottom? Ignite chance are determined by those accumulated from burn, baby, burn, and field of fire. Awesome, and these are also super high, so that's good. Then we're running Flame Flare, so it increases the duration of all burn effects on you. Each time you apply a burn effect, which is all the time, to an enemy, there's a chance another burn effect will be applied after a short time. You can see the burn duration is 240%, so good luck surviving that. And the reignite chance is 180%, which means it's always going to happen. Then I'm running that with Elemental Empathy, so a percentage of elemental damage I do, or done to enemies, it heals me, 25% of that, which is awesome. And then that pairs really good with this one. So while you're on fire, taking damage from enemies will spawn homing balls of fire that seek out the attacker and explode. This is why it's very hard to kill you. So it only says once per second. That fireball, say I'm holding the Garog nozzle or my shield's exploding and I'm taking damage, that fireball will go ahead and hit something and it'll start healing me. So it's awesome. So this is just added health regeneration. That's the skills. You can use almost any weapon for this, like a decent fire weapon, whatever. I'm running it with the Infection Cleaner or the Nirvana. I haven't really used this thing. I'll give this a try. The Garog nozzle is just to heal you, and the peak opener. You can also put a shotgun on here, or like a butcher or something for like killing like armored targets. In this case, it runs with the Flame of the Firehawk shield. You don't want the one I have. You don't want it flammable. It's good, but it's not that good. And this is the grenade that I use. This is what I use to build up bloodlust stacks. So I get over like 100. I get up to 100 bloodlust stacks real quick. And this grenade regenerates. So that skill comes into play. I'm using the legendary torch for the added burn damage. This one, I don't know why it's blue. This one's blue. I don't have a normal one.
See the numbers, taste the blood.
This is all you need, just legendary torch. And I'm using it with the incendiary damage. You get added health and health regeneration if you think you need it. I never need it. I'm just gonna run the added fire damage, which will play into the burn damage a second and the ignite chance on that. And that's really it. I'll go give it a. Oh, that's a shame. Right after this, I'll go take us to an area and I'll show you the build. I'll run through a few little areas and show you how it works. If I can, actually. I don't know why I'm seeing this. I've already done this on here, so I'm not sure what's going on. But this is awesome anyway.
You want to hear about loot and packs and explosions? I'm Tori, and I'm here to ask you one question and one question only. Explosions?
Explosions!
Protein guzzling buffoon. I'm trying to convey.
Too many syllables.
Apologize.
As I was saying, I've discovered that this new vault is buried in the center of a large crater and will only open, and I quote, once the champion of Pandora feeds it the blood of the ultimate coward.
We at the Door Corporation sincerely believe this is fucking awesome. It's so awesome that we're gonna set up a tournament to find us #1 badass. If you want in, come to where the vault is buried. In the badass crater of Badassitude.
That's not what the area is called.
I actually don't know how I'm supposed to show this build off, now that I'm thinking about it, because I don't have anything unlocked. I have this area unlocked, but I don't have the bar I was gonna go show this build off at. I just got this character to Ultimate last night. I'll just go down here, I guess. Try it out. But this build is really good in small enclosed kind of areas with a lot of enemy density. So like that, doing the Pyro Pizza Bar, man, you can shred everybody in there, everybody, and then you're just going. I'll go fight some skags here real quick. There's really not a whole lot to show. I might try this again time. Start burning him. Come on, get my shield down, guys. There we go. You can see how it's gonna start healing. That shield, every time that blasts, that's doing a hell of a lot of damage. It's dead. It kills everything. And you'll see my stacks going up. And when the stacks go up, my magazine size goes up, fire rate goes up, reload speed goes up. I start regenerating my grenades, which I can use if there's enemies around to keep up the bloodlust stacks. Fortunately, there's not. Really, I like to show. I don't have the beat down. I'll go see if I can get a car. Cars here. I might be able to control it. One thing you have to be aware of is the shield. If it doesn't fully regenerate and it gets taken down again, you're not going to explode. Your shield has to fully regenerate between it working. So it's not going to do anything. And the reason for the grog nozzle, I don't know if I said that already, is just to keep you alive. So say you're weak and you're blowing stuff up like that, and someone almost kills you, pull out that grog nozzle, start throwing some grenades, Get your stacks back up, gonna get your health back up. Shield alone will keep your health up. Hope I can show this off up here, I don't know. Might be able to, I don't know. See here in a sec. It is there, but I don't know if I'll be able to go there. I don't see like words on it yet. Yeah, I think I'm out of luck. Yep, out of luck. Alright, well I'm gonna end it here. But that's it. That is the build. I'll have a video coming up probably a little bit later showing its effectiveness and stuff. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching.